Alright, what it do, everybody? Today we've got a nice 7Q kata called Letters Only Please. Let's read it. Let's assume we need clean strings. Clean means a string should only contain letters from A to Z lowercase and A to Z uppercase and spaces. We assume that there are no double spaces or line breaks. Write a function that takes a string and returns a string without the unnecessary characters. For example, .31 returns 3. There's a piece of pie, and so on. Or here only string with 4 spaces, and here empty string. Alright, let's train. Now, sorry. And the thing is over here that we could use probably strip function. Let's debunk that, because I know strip function ain't that right. Oh, strip method, from the beginning or end of the string. Alright, so let's see. Python how to Python regex and see, because I imagine that we can make it like that, like define a pattern of define a pattern with A to Z, A to Z, and this, and remove everything else. Or another way to look, or another way to do it would be, that's the first way. Another way to do that would be define a pattern of everything but A to Z uppercase, A to Z lowercase, and empty spaces, and remove that. Now we shall see in the documentation what can we do. Alright, repeating things, compiling regular expressions. No, that's why we use a row string, because of the backslashes. Alright. Performing matches. Determine if regular expression matches. We're not interested in that. Search. Looking for any location where these are in matches, so when we can make search and delete where there are characters that we don't want, or we can find the characters that we want and transform them into a new string, which we return. Find all substrings, and return them as a list. Not interesting, and like only this is interesting out of all these functions. Match and search return none if no match can be found. If they are successful, a match object instance is returned. That means none, we must pass out an empty string, because this desires empty string to be outputted. That's one thing. Now I can query the match object group, return the string matched by RE. Alright, so we can call search and then group. So let us say, and we shall not remove, we shall search. So let's import regular expressions model, define the pattern, which is re.compile, and let's compile this row string, and we say what? A to Z, A to Z and empty space, and let's do a match object. How to use the match object, I mean how to get the match object. A match object instance is returned. So let's see the search parameters: string, pos, and position. Alright, so we call search attribute on a pattern. So we say pattern dot search, and then we have the string with that match object. We can return the string matched by RE. So let's see, return the substring that was matched by RE. Alright, so group, alright, so then we can just return match object and call group on it. Let's run that. Alright, non-type object has no attribute group. Alright, in line 6. So we say if return match group, and then I guess like if not, then return an empty string. Alright, Python online return if. Okay, I wish I could find the official documentation for one-liners. So alright, this is value. Is there an example for returning? Expression 1. Alright, return in one line, nested if else, enumerate date time. Conclusion. Alright, no return statement. Did I specify return online? Return if statement one line with return is return true if A not in word else. So we say return match object group if we call bool on match object, else return empty string. Let's run it. Alright, both of them are empty. Why? Let's print out our match object. It's both are none. The thing is that this pattern does not match. Can do it like this. Everything passed. Ha! Nice. Alright. Something's wrong. Cool function did not return correct value. Co should equal cool function. Alright. Now, why is the match only KO? And none of the random tests passed. We basically managed to get only the basic, like those two tests passing. What if we just change that to a star? Well, now we only got one test passing. Alright. So now I understand why people say regular expressions are hard, because I personally right now find it hard to debug this pattern, because obviously there is a problem in the pattern. First, let us change that first are the lowercase and then the uppercase letters. Nothing changed, and here also nothing changed. And the problem is that the patterns stops with the first sign right here. But if you make a print statement of the string, we can see that over here. Okay, I understand. Because here it's easy. There are no weird characters in the main string. Also here. But if this one was over here in the middle, there would be problem. So let us make another test over here. Copy this. And then let's just put one in the middle of the word. Or a dot. It really doesn't matter. Remove characters. I don't understand. This thing. Why is this back? Closing bracket over here. Yeah, and the third test didn't pass. And I guess if we get this last test passing, then everything will be green. So I guess the search parameter isn't that appropriate. This looks appropriate, because we didn't get just a list of strings. And we can make them in a one string. No match. Alright. So we can quickly fix that by doing this. and we say, instead of search, we say find all. There will be, that won't be a match object anymore, and because this just returns a substring, I mean list of substrings. So we say list of substrings. Let me say let's say Python list of strings to string to one string join. Then say empty dot join, we call it on list of substrings. If let's call boolean on list of strings or sub strings, else return an empty string. Let's try that. Everything's passing, but I think there will be our error. There is not an error. What an elegant solution, we are so smart. And we have used a new function, findall, and also group. I'm just wondering if maybe group function location, because it's only looking for the first location where this regular expression produces a match. Alright, full match. The whole string matches the regular expression. Maybe there could be like a full search. Find all. Why is this the find all is similar to the find all function? Okay. Okay. Let's clear this print function and the comment. Let's make an attempt again, submit, and see what other people have come up with. Wow, they used sub and pretty much the same regular expression as we, empty string, then s. Wow, respect. Let's look. This is alpha. It's alphanumeric, I guess, but this is only alphabetical. This is a crazy one. This is basically the same as this. No, not really, because it uses s instead of an empty space. So let us, before finishing this video, let's look at this function, which is what they used, and it's just a pattern, ripple, replacement, string count. Okay. Alright. So these people define the pattern. Everything that starts with A to Z or A to Z, and then cannot uncade it. Return the string obtained by replacing the leftmost non-overlapping what occurrences of pattern in string by the replacement REPL. If the pattern isn't found, string is returned unchanged. The REPL can be a string or a function. If it is a string, any backslash escapes in it are processed. That is, and is converted to a single new line character or is cancelled to carriage return so forth. Other escapes of ST letters are reserved for future use and treated as errors. Other unknown escapes such as this are left alone. Back references. Well, I find it hard to understand this function, so I guess there's one thing to check out. I should keep like a document where I write all that needs to be learned. Baked beans and spam. So let's do that. Let's change directory to documents programmирование, and then we say ls. Do we any have kata folder? Because if we don't, let's make it. Let's say nano kata folder notes. No taste. For real, I wrote no taste. All right. Read about the RA sub function and use it, and then explain it. Alright, great. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.